Hello, most esteemed viewers. I am Jekyllstein Gray, and today we are continuing the playthrough of The Last Door. Wait, what? Okay. I guess this is the end of the last season. Oh, I'm gonna pull up a walkthrough real quick. I'm not gonna look at it, but unless I absolutely have to. I don't really want to repeat of last week's episode, or yesterday's episode of time. It's been a while. It's actually been a while since I've recorded one of these. Yeah, it's been a while. And obviously this episode is gonna come up a day after the other one. Sorry, I'm trying to do a lot of different things at once. I'm trying to pull up the walkthrough, talk, and read this. So this is, I think, it's been a week since I uploaded the episode 2. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So yeah. Actually, while we're doing all of this is actually a pretty good opportunity for me, because I really wanted to talk about that story from earlier, I guess, in the episode that we are finishing up again. Oh man, actually before that, Nothing Remains. This could be a a coincidence. I could definitely see it being a coincidence, but also one of the last lines in Percy Bysshe Shelley's Ozymandias, actually precedes the most famous part, which is and on this pedestal my words appear. And on the pedestal these words appear: my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Right after that is Nothing Beside Remains, round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands far away. I gotta show this off at some point. I showed off my mad autistic memory skills. Let's see, Last Door on my Steam app. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I just think ordinarily I would chalk it up to definitely coincidence. In the context of this game and all its inspirations, it could definitely be. I can definitely see it also not being a coincidence. So, hey, Game Kitchen, if you want to reach out and tell me what you think, let me know. I'm desperate for approval and recognition. Anyway, to burn in the flames like fire, hellfire. Alright, I gotta stop singing this, otherwise I'm gonna get attacked by Disney's copyright lawyers. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about before all, he burns himself, he self-immolates. So, just say it so casually, yeah, he's self-immolated. That has totally not sparked, totally didn't be a massive contributor to the Vietnam War or anything. I mean, anyway, yeah, I'm not going to get into that too much. But so yeah, I want to talk about the bunny story, the rabbit story from earlier in this episode. So of course we're having this. I just love this cliffhanger where you see nothing, but you can only hear and imagine what's going on, and then you realize, wait, you already know how this ends. So this is actually the perfect point to talk about the rabbits. So the rabbit story, and you guys have probably already figured it out, but I actually have a weird problem with thematic analysis. But I was thinking about the rabbit story, and I realized, considering this game's Lovecraftian influences, the rabbit story was probably a Lovecraftian type thing. You know, he meets. I assume the rabbit was a he. Forgive me if I'm misremembering, but the rabbit meets the three other animals that are kind of on its level, and he tells them to leave. He tricks them. He can comprehend them and he can deal with them. And then if I remember right, it says like that he felt an earth-shattering thud, and then everything goes black. And you don't ever see what happens, but since we're humans, we can, or at least I infer it as being, it was a human who shot him. Because, humans hunt rabbits and all that. And it's generally not thought of that much, especially, probably in the time that this game takes place. But to a rabbit, a human is an incomprehensible, a human and a gun. A rabbit has no idea what a gun is. Which fits, into the whole, Eldritch Abomination, they're way beyond our mortal ken, and all of that. So yeah, let us continue this adventure in episode 3. Of course, we get a previously on, because this actually, and it takes, I can't remember, I haven't played a lot of episodic games. I still need to play, I still need to play Kentucky Route Zero. It's just sitting on my Steam account like so many other great games. Anyway. What was I gonna say? I have to learn how to stop doing this. You guys all know what I was just talking about, too. What was it? Lovecraftian. The last thing I remember talking about was the bunnies. The bunny story. Kentucky Route Zero. So Kentucky Route Zero was, wait, he worships the eye of the bird? I did not get that vibe from him. I thought he was, consumed by his need to, atone via Christianity, What's this Jesus guy up there? I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, I don't play a lot of episodic games. I haven't played any Telltale games, but I did play through all of Life is Strange, and I love that game to death. And it's interesting. Sorry. Life is Strange is interesting because I can't remember. Tell me in the comments. I can't remember if it has a previously on section or a title scene. If there was a title sequence in Life is Strange, I completely forgot about it. All this darkness. This is giving me some Kill Bill 2 flashbacks. All is cold. If you've seen that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All the silence. Sounds pretty contained in this situation. Oh, I have to confess. I can't. Wait a second, what? Okay, that's a neat little cold open. So wait, I thought he was in the... it does feel a little bit like those, dun dun dun, in the second to last episode of Avatar. Spoilers for the second to last episode. It's not really a spoiler. He's fighting the Fire Lord, and the Fire Lord's like, I'm gonna kill you, and everyone looks like it all looks like it's hopeless, and then it's like, not but everything gets kind of better. Immediately starting to make sense. Oh, he wasn't actually buried. like how it's like he pops out and he and the audience probably goes, wait, what? I'm not under the ground? Where am I? Might explain. Oh yeah, there's a skip intro button, but I don't want to skip the intro because it gives me an excuse to talk about the stuff in the game that I want to talk about without worrying about, okay, so is this like stream sequence? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, this is probably... I like how this game generally sticks to a pretty concrete, fixed viewpoint, except when, like, dream sequences or flashbacks. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have been made regarding your upbringing. No matter my position and responsibility, Tank, you can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study in St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. Oh man, I've actually been having, not to get too much into it, I've actually been having a lot of conflict with my dad recently, but at least my dad didn't ship me off to boarding school. My dad's a fine guy. There's just some tension because I have been living at home for way longer than I wanted to because of the incident that YouTube, the incident that must not be named according to YouTube. St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write as I will not have time to read your letters. Oh my god, dude. I mean, at least he's honest about it. He's not giving him any false hopes. He's just like, don't even waste your time, dude. Make friends there. I don't give a fuck about you. Still no letters for you to please do not persist any further. Oh man. Again, this is completely different, but I've actually been I ordered a bunch of Redbubble stickers for this new computer that I'm using to record. And 5 of them have gotten here and 5 of them haven't. Despite the 5, they were all part of one order, and the other 5 were actually sent first, so they probably got lost in the mail. So I'm gonna have to contact Redbubble, and I don't like customer service stuff. It's completely different. I mean, it's superficially similar, but completely out of context. You know, worst case scenario, this guy's losing all his human connections, whereas for me, it's like you want those stickers to get here. On my computer look nice. They're all the ones I really wanted to have. The other ones are, I mean, they're all great, but yeah. Those are the ones I definitely want. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And it was that is exactly how I always feel like I should talk. Like super formal. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. What's that? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind. He's a little odd. Interesting. So this is, I think, Anthony. Yeah. And I was like, this is the guy from the beginning. I don't know. It's my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. Walkity, 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 walkity. Okay, so that was a dream, yeah. What is happening? Ticket. Wonder the 4 witnesses. Wonder how it got in my pocket. Ticket to see a play called The 4 Witnesses. So I think one other thing that I think supports the bunny theory is that there were 4 bunnies. I should stop calling them bunnies because it makes it sound way less like creepy and stuff. There were 4 rabbits. Yeah. You and me both, buddy. Anyway, there were 4 rabbits, which coincide with the 4 witnesses who did the ritual and found what is to a human what a human is to a rabbit. If that makes any sense. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. I have tuberculosis. It makes me all pale and weak. Oh wait, no, he's a man, and dear Lord, where am I? And in Victorian England, as we all know, only women had tuberculosis. I can't even say that with a straight face. Oh man, I am perpetually terrified of sarcasm. Part of it is being autistic. I sometimes don't understand jokes. I don't understand that people are joking. I can generally pick it out if it's being really obvious or whatever. Eyes closed, ears muffled, voices hushed. Silence. Oh, sorry. The there was one amazing joke on spoiler warning where they talked about it's the same thing. Sometimes it's not in this game. On spoiler warning, it was one of their Mortal Kombat episodes where they were talking about the real problem of women in media being, either super young, like love interests or temptresses or whatever, or being wise old asexual mentors. Not not that there's anything wrong with being asexual, obviously. I'm just saying that that the problem is that no one really wants to talk about women who aren't conventionally attractive having any sort of sexual desire or feelings or anything. I don't know. And I'm also not an expert on any of this. But anyway, I don't even know if that. Anyway, they were talking about like the dearth of like middle-aged women in media, especially video games, and coming from inside, it's dazzling. I didn't see the light until I became a man, and by then it was blinding. Yeah. Anyway, so how do I put this? City, is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? Yeah, I don't remember much about the story at all. I can't say anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. Yeah. So anyway, this one of the spoiler warning casts. I think it was Josh, but I honestly can't tell any of the male voices besides Chris Franklin apart. Anyway, he's like, he says something along the line. He's like, oh, don't you know Brett Scarn? I don't know who was talking to Brett Scarn. And he's like, don't you know that women are modal? They're either born 25 or they're born and then they're 25 and then they go jump straight to 85. And I thought it was funny, it was funny, but it also provided a deeper point, which is my favorite kind of humor. Like it's making fun of the fact that media doesn't portray women in any it's either they're super attractive or not attractive, and there's never any not conventionally attractive, and there's just never any in between, and so it's like Judi Dench's character M in the recent James Bond movies. She's just like completely all business, robotic, and she's like the only older woman in the James Bond movies I can remember. James Bond has an issue with women, as I'm sure you've heard before. Anyway, I thought that joke was really funny and on point, and so I go around and I'm telling it to my parents, who kind of agree with me on stuff like this, especially my mom, and they didn't really seem to get it. I had to explain that no, they were making fun of it, and I was positive that he was making fun of it. Young man, can you tell me where I am? Ellipsis. And I had to, I'm not sure if it was the way I was retelling the joke, because again, there's a reason I'm doing this I'm focusing on analysis and not, sorry. I'm focusing on analysis and not, please sir, can you give me some water? I want some more. Yeah, charity toff. I don't sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Yeah. So I don't know if it was the way I was telling it, because again, I'm not very funny. There's a reason that I'm doing this and that. I'm much more focusing on analysis and only telling jokes that are like written by other people and giving them credit for it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it was that the joke people didn't get it, or that it was, maybe it was bad, or I don't know. It was, I agree. I thought it was very clearly a joke, but then again, I've been wrong before, so, if it was like just a random statement or something, it would have been like, okay, if he said it was a joke, it would have been like, yeah, was it really though? But it was a like, isn't it weird that we don't have, one guy's like, isn't it weird that we don't have any women, over, like, in their 40s and 50s, in media, and they're like, and this guy's like, oh, don't you know women are modal? Like, I thought it was really tongue-in-cheek and actually some pretty good, like, satire or pointed humor or whatever you want to call it. But I may be wrong. Let me know in the comments. But I did think that. But yes. The other thing is that it might have just been I'm terrible at telling jokes, and I'm not good at explaining the context. So this is all the slums, which would be pretty awkward for an aristocrat. I don't think they ever exactly specify how much, how wealthy. Get out of here, drunk. You come here asking for water, you must be drunk. I don't think they ever actually clarify. Well, part of it is that he is actually rich. Oh, wow, he just failed. Oh yeah, there's another thing about point-and-click storytelling I want to talk about, but that's a different thing. Man, my brain is just jumping in all different directions right now. So yeah, I also am just terrible at telling jokes. So I might have misdelivered. I might have not given enough context. Let's talk to this lady. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nicole Street Rookery, a darker, more decrepit place like never there was. But the rent's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? Yeah, that's in London, yeah, so I don't think they ever actually specify how much wealth this guy has, but considering that his friend owns a literal mansion, like the 227 hours guy. Oh wow, he just completely collapsed. Okay. Anyway, considering that his friend owns a mansion, and his dad was like, I'm too important to take care of you. I have my business interests in the East India Company, the Honorable East India Company that does honorable things. Don't Google us. Please Google the East India Company. I mean, not if you're white, and if you're black, and if you're a person of color and you don't know what the East India Company is. But I assume like if you're Indian, you won't need to know. But maybe I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Google the East India Company if you have not heard about it. That's what I'm saying. You just being old Nicole and I should make her as quickly as possible. Yeah, especially since you're a freaking aristocrat. That's when surgery is nauseating. Yeah. What am I gonna say? So yeah, considering all those clues, we can assume that he's at least fairly well off, unless he put all his money with the nice East India Company, and they went under because capitalism and imperialism don't reward you for being a good person. Yeah. Chain and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. Well, I live in southeastern Ohio, and it's pretty muggy out here, so I can relate. Actually, Brent isn't that muggy, at least not when I was there. Europe as a whole has much better, like, another flashback. Has much milder weather. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Yeah, actually speaking of Europe, I've actually been, like, longing to go back. You know, I lived there for a year, and I've been, partly because they have some semblance of their shit together. Some semblance. Partly because I really enjoy my time there, and I don't know, I'm missing it, and there are complex feelings there that I really can't get into. So, yeah. I just needed to express myself in some German hats. I need to express myself in some way. This is about your patient, is it not? There's no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. I've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me. Oh, he has a landlady? Ugh. Freaking landlords and landladies. If you're a landlord or landlady or land person of any other gender, come at me! I'm not afraid of you. Hasn't come back home. Kept the destination new stuff. Oh, that's not a cause for concern at all. It is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr Devitt, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. So if you're a German in the crowd and you don't want me to do this, then let me know. I'll stop. Please, Herr Doctor. It is of the utmost importance. No one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Episode 3, The Four Witnesses. So almost a half hour in, and we're just starting. We just got the title. Yay! Actually, never finished pulling out. I got to the store page, but I did not go to. I didn't go to Community Hub. I should have pulled this up before I started recording. I'm sorry. I feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. Are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that, dude? Are you really, really sure about that? I mean, yeah, obviously, this is an adventure game. You gotta find a way to do the puzzle, but, you know. Okay. Oh, all right, dark. I was like, what? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm gonna try and do this naturally, but I'm definitely gonna consult a walkthrough if I get stuck. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow and will not disappoint. Huh. Just rubbish! Rotten scraps of food and discarded papers. It's gonna be locked. I knew it! Well, okay, it's technically not locked, but yeah. Anyway. But take your EpiPen with you. Get out of here and take your EpiPen with you. Like and subscribe if you got that reference. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil, though. Mine. Do you hear them? It's the crows, searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Would you help me? The streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I have lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, lost one. I can give you direction. I have been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? I haven't a penny to pay you. I don't believe in fortune telling when you literally like opened the door to an eldritch abomination. Whatever. I haven't a penny to pay you. I haven't a penny. Sorry, I'm mixing up my voices. Money is of no matter here. Come close to me now. Alright, there's an achievement here that I don't think I've gotten. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. You getting the 5 cards is a like achievement. I might get it because I've already played this game before, but yeah, I'm definitely not gonna exit and reload and all that. The scream, it begs you to escape. Mute, it shrieks your lost name. Sharp, painful, and burning. The voices one you know. The dying star, you lost your guide. You follow the stream but do not know where it goes. You think you have escaped, but actually you are getting closer and closer. The mask. Empty eyes stare at you and a voiceless mouth calls you. Its lips twist and snarl with what it has seen, what is still to be seen. You think it is a stranger's face, but it is your own. Unpick these ones. The threads you have woven in destiny are far too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. It is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. Quoth the raven, nevermore. I am following a man. He must have passed this way. And how is that man? Tall, well-dressed, red hair, and a cold look in his eyes. The nightmare of which we don't talk about. All of us, asleep or awake, have seen that man at some time. I must go. Pardon me, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. That was a fun voice to do. I hope you guys liked it. The street lamp tries to put some light into the gloom. Boarded up window. You can't see the inside. Well, good, because the pixels weren't letting me do that anyway. Oh. An unlocked door in this game. How surprising. Ugh. Slaughterhouse. Blah. Oh man. The garbage at my work makes me want to hurl. I can't imagine what this would smell like. The remains of a horse hang by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, sleeping into the floorboards. There's light coming in the other room. Alright, so I'm just gonna consult the walkthrough for this. I don't know how to solve it or whatever. I actually, I actually have work I have to get up for work pretty early in the morning tomorrow, so I'm not gonna try and waste too much time. And also, I don't think you guys want to see me fumbling around in the dark forever. So yeah. So one thing I've been thinking about is point-and-click adventure puzzles, and how I think one of the reasons the genre is so good at telling stories is that they can fit a wide variety of stories depending on what they are aesthetically. So this can have things like where you can kill a dying bird, mercy kill a dying bird, whereas you get something like Day of the Tentacle, which is just completely out there and outlandish and funny. And we got Grim Fandango, which the puzzles serve to fill the dark humor. I don't know. I think that's interesting. It's not going to work. Alrighty. Machine is old and disrepair. Appears to be some sort of filter machine. Used just recently. Huh. Why would someone use this old machine behind an abandoned meat now? Or it might not be abandoned. It might have just been someone left the meat out overnight. Okay, it's abandoned. Liquids are poured into the top, and then impurities are moved through a valve at the bottom. Okay, so I know what to do, because I looked up, walk through. Oh man, give me some random prompt, and I'll make up a terrible song for you. Hey dude, where you going? Come on. And here we go. And too dark. Very dark. I know there grew one. Normally I would call him paranoid, but again, considering the circumstances of the game, don't necessarily blame him. So let's see. Oh, yeah, did I even go in here? Rats. Or an exclamation. I was gonna make a joke about like, oh, he thought he was warning them about the rats, but really it was like water. But really it was like he was just saying, oh, rats. Oh, you can double click and instantly. I did not know that. Sweet. I don't actually really want to do that though. I don't know. I feel like it would kind of cut the verisimilitude a bit. I don't know. I would say let me know in the comments what you guys think, but I'm recording all of these ahead of time right now. Today it's August. It's almost the end of August 28th. So yeah, I don't what was I gonna say? And I'm hoping to actually have the whole series uploaded before the first one airs, so I can spend October. I can maybe get some more stuff recorded. I really want to do a lot of Halloween stuff, so hopefully I'll have enough stuff recorded on Halloween in order to actually focus on other like gothic and spooky games. It floats onto the surface. When you open this valve, it will drain the water until all the water has been removed. Yay! That's it, I've extracted all the water. Lamp, valve, filled lamp with oil, hopefully enough to last the night. Oh man, it would be so mean if they were like, you get like a minute of oil, and then if you're not done, then you have to go back. That would be mean and kind of funny. It'd be funny if they were just like, well, first of all, this isn't a humorous game, so I'm glad they didn't do that. Or maybe they did. I don't remember enough to say definitively. Anyway, But it would be so funny. It would be very funny if they were like, it would be funny the first time. And then if they kept making you do it. What? Come on, dude. You need something to light it, don't you? Alright. Oil, water. Okay, gotta go back to the fortune teller. There's a lamp on the fire. Oi, alrighty. Walk into the next room, it immediately burns out. I mean, there's so many games I started right before I decided to like start this channel that now I wish I hadn't started. You know, I really want to play Mutazione, but I kind of don't want to like start over. Hey, gloves. Those are nice. I really want it. I started Gibbous. Sorry, Gibbous a Cthulhu Adventure. And that's similar to the first episode. I really want to play that. I might do that for Halloween. I've only played like an hour of that, so I could just start it over. It'll be fine. It'll actually be fun to know some of the stuff going in, but not how it ends. So I might do that. Let's see. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have recently chopped down. Taking resin straight out of my hands. Gloves. Gloves, 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 gloves. Why won't you? You can pick it up with your hands and wear gloves. There's a law, I can't even move it. God damn it, Devitt. Is there anything you're good at? I guess not. So you've been being a fucking aristocrat. I don't know. What have you been doing since college, dude? Get your life together. Clean your room. Stop being a drain on society. Stop trying to convince people stop trying to convince the others that the poor are somehow actually the drain on society. There was a Jon Stewart piece I watched on YouTube where they were like, you know, the productive class, which was referring to the rich people and the moochers, and it's like, okay, we'll stop mooching we'll all decide to stop mooching for a month, and we'll leave you to do your production, and we'll see how that works out. She's dressed up like as a young girl for some reason. Oh. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I need to get closer if I'm doing. Why would you want to get closer? Back out slowly. Explain. Reflection stares back at me. Old wardrobe. Wardrobe is locked. Why would your wardrobe be locked? Something amongst the embers. Yeah. Such a wuss. Be a man, damn it. Be a toxic man. Oh man, don't judge me. This is gonna be disturbing. I played some, I'm sorry, I was watching, I need to continue watching, I was binging a lot of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, which actually, I probably mentioned this before on the show, but if I did, I don't remember, actually is pretty good, and obviously I'm not a huge Scooby-Doo fan, but I like it. It's kind of the closest thing we've got to another Gravity Falls, even though it started before Gravity Falls. Anyway, Gravity Falls is better, but worse than Gravity Falls is most shows. So the what was I gonna say? Rent music running through my head. I was listening to Lindsay Ellis's video on that earlier. So I've got that one lyric. I don't know any Rent music, so I got that one lyric running through my head. What was I gonna say? Alright, yeah, Mystery Incorporated. There's this one great line. So in the old shows, again, I've only seen, there was like Aloha Scooby-Doo, which I watched a ton of as a kid. I think it was like one of the only DVDs we had of Scooby-Doo. I don't know, I can't remember. And then there was like the odd movie, and two of them like legit scared me. One of them was Zombie Island. And one of them was, I think I did actually talk about this on the show. Sorry if I did. Don't you recognize me? Anyway, so this is like a really sad outcome of child stars. Anyway, so there's this, and they kind of subvert a lot of the tropes associated with the characters and actually kind of expose their flaws, and traditionally Fred is this like super like, he's the man of the group. He's ripped, he's blonde, he's fearless, he's the leader, and they actually kind of they like lovingly subvert it, and actually ironically makes me like the character, the parody character or subversion character way more, because he's like actually got some stuff to work on. There's this one great part where he's like I want to be cold and heartless like all the other guys, and I'm like, congratulations, Fred, you just discovered toxic masculinity. I want to get out of this place. I'm not even gonna try to do this lady's voice. I'm sorry. Oh, I do. Okay, I immediately started trying, so why not? Oh, I do love games. I go into the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, Father. I've been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I've behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Okay. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. Okay. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh, God. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh, one more song. What the plays just happened? My head is pounding. And where did she go? A pile of things on the floor after Caddy's disappearance. There's a mask. Wow. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it at all. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. Oh boy. Stage Daddy. So it has a note. Little Catty show. There was a girl lit up by spotlight in a music hall, singing to live piano. Stage Daddy. See why I would use it here. Well, it might be. It might not be. It looks like there's a doorknob. There's a little black pixel there. Yeah. That's young Caddy. I know her. Oh my God. That laugh like spooked me. Not anymore. Oh, jeez. This is actually spookier than I remember. Stop laughing. Oh God. Stop it. Yeah. Wait, was he crying that second time? Oh my god. Shut up. Porcelain doll. So if human hair. Alright, why not? I'll take the wig. Yeah, seriously. Big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust I can't recognize my face though. Where's the man? Where's the man? Nope. Alright. Ba-ba-da-ba. Board of that house. Ugh. There's a hole. It's again way spookier than I remember. Who the? Raphael's Angels. I actually don't really know what that's referring to. I mean, I know who Raphael is. The Ninja Turtle now. He's the painter, the Renaissance painter. Taylor's mannequin. Gonna push it. Gonna push the mannequin. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be discarded musical score. No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure G up to C, tied F, second violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C. No, this was supposed to be a masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave, then up to G. What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I'm creating the angel's voice? The work! C to A, an octave higher, a fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No! Hands! Swallow you! Laugh at you! I lost it again! Are you alright, sir? My inspiration too is lost, quite lost, in the fog. The notes moan. Just... who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne. Hey, speaking of Scooby-Doo, the best soloist that a composer could have, the voice of an angel, what made my music possible. She would stand there by the window, the wind caressed her cheeks, it danced in her golden hair, her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness just swept her away. Victorian fainting lady disease. Her voice, my God, her voice. It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. Isn't that a Phantom of the Opera reference? The mausoleum outside the house, is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. I have visited her many nights, and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. I'm following a man, come to think of it. Though come to think of it, maybe he's following me? Yeah, he has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man too among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. The dirty music. Just music remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Ugh. I actually am doing better at the voices than I didn't even think like, oh, I'm gonna do voices. I was just like they just kind of started doing them. before this to make them illegible. I mean, you still gotta write music with words, even if words are betrayers or whatever. Aww. Alrighty, go walk through. What do you got? Foyer, shadowy figure. Ooh. Huh. Apparently, if you move to the garden fast enough, you will catch a shadowy figure vanish in front of you. Just that I missed it. Foyer, gloves, donut. Big gramophone. Wait a sec. Huh. Alright. So I said to use the gramophone a few more times. I'm not sure I want to do it because the gramophone's freaking freaky. What the? What is that? So yeah, there's an achievement for finding all the secrets like this. I'm probably not gonna get it. I probably already missed them. All the more reason for you to play it though. Alright. So it's one of the problems with stuff like this. I completely missed that score. Yeah. Sorry about that. It is kind of interesting how they hide, like, there's actually, like, a speed component to this game, which is interesting, because, there's a key hidden under the key, heh, get it? It's sort of interesting because these games aren't known for, and they're not, like, little things, they're things like you can actually see the nun and talk to the nun before she disappears, but, you know, shoot, I forgot. I was gonna go up to the room and try this key on the wardrobe. So yeah, it is a shame that, like, finding these things out after the fact, I missed, like, who was the shadowy figure and why, but, you know. Again, you don't need to really see this. So we got the dress, we got the wig, we got the mask. This is interesting. It's exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said over and over. Father got really mad at me and they started to shout when after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more he's obsessed with rehearsing with concerts of perfection. Am I not the one who earned the money to feed us? Am I not the one who people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one that's printed on all the posters? My name! The dolls for sale at the theater entrance, they all have my likeness, my dress, my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. One more song. Yes, one more. Last song for you, Papa. So, she killed her dad. I can kind of understand why she would. Oh, so the score was I'm supposed to use that to get the feather, I guess? I thought it was to find out what note to press to get, but I guess that was one of the, like, oh, you unlocked the thing. Okay, I would never have figured that out. I mean, I would have, I guess, eventually, but, Alright, so now I gotta go back and get that resin. Again, so even though the mechanics are this is a pretty standard point-and-click adventure mechanically wise, they still build the puzzle, you know, like wig and dress have thematic significance because, you know, when you compare it to the story of a child star who was basically not allowed to be a person, was basically only a tool or a singing robot performer. So basically Victorian Lindsay Lohan. Oh god, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, Lindsay Lohan, I don't know why you would be. I'm sorry. Your parents are terrible. You deserve better. Better with the resin. Oh, and then I gotta use the resin on the mask. Alrighty. Can I open the door now? No. Locked. Wait, but if it's does the guy have the key? Or, does this guy have the key, or is he just lying about going to sleep next to the dead girl's corpse? I actually kind of hope it's the latter, you know, for obvious reasons. Let's see, so I think what we have to do is we have to, let me double check while I'm walking there to make sure. Oh, yeah. So I had the right idea, just the wrong place to use it. Already dress. Dot. Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Daphne? You're back! Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you are with me again, and I now know exactly how to compose my masterpiece! Please take my violin. Now that I have completed my work, I no longer have use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum, and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel in my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. Alright, I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Look for the Simurg. What the hell is a Simurg? It's what the crows are searching for. It's what you search for too. I must go. And music and singing surround my man. Look for the Simurg! I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. What is everything? What are we all doing? We're ever gonna figure stuff out. So it turns out the guy actually did go and sleep next to the corpse of the lady he was in love with. Which is a bit obsessive. He probably should see a therapist. Learn to let go. I actually know some people who are like that, but I should not go and do it on YouTube. Sorry if you really wanted to hear that. for some reason. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, nor shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne, God rest her soul. This is broken. Regardless of his coffin. Who would have done this? Is the coffin the place where he came? Trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus into this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? Oh, you thought this was gonna be a mixture of gothic and Lovecraftian horror. Oh, this part, oh Jesus. I remember this part. Alright, first I'm gonna open this. I'm trying to avoid it. Even though I know what's coming, it somehow makes it worse. Back through here, alright. No putting it off. I started this, and I must finish it. It's locked. Use the violin on the thing or not. Let's see. Great God Pan. Alright. What do you got for me walkthrough? Bookstore. Oh. Okay. So you can just bail. You just have to bail. What was that? Okay, I like that because it's not. Oh, jeez. Doc is there, nothing more. Okay, that is definitely a Poe reference. I do remember that. It's one of the only jump scares. I mean, there is like, not jump scares, but surprising. So that's the eye of the bird, I guess. So there's surprising moments. There are surprising moments and spooky moments, and you know, like the stuff with the dad and the blood writing one more show, one more song, or whatever. That was freaky, but that's one of the few jump scares, and it's. I don't know if it was better or worse. This is actually one of the only parts I remember. Better. I don't know if it was better or worse than I knew it was coming. The help of River. Oh, now I need to play To the Moon. I mentioned River. That's the arbitrary thing I needed to play To the Moon. And I had Daphne, hid from sun in the shadowy mists. She had changed her skin for strong bark, so her. Oh, this is Daphne running from Apollo. Daphne runs from Apollo because Apollo just did not know how to take no for an answer, and she was like, "I would rather be a tree than love you," and you know, probably a good idea. Tomorrow's river concealed, stands frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. So is the violinist Apollo in this? Books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. Yep, that's a Lovecraftian staple. I really need to read Lovecraft. I just don't want to put up with this awful racism. Racism that was extreme even for the 1920s. Myths and legends of this time. Norse tales, Greek, ancient, Sumerian, and others I don't recognize. Some of these scripts I've never seen. My dad could probably turn into the Sumerian stuff. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if he knows, like, cuneiform. He does know ancient Hebrew. He can read it, so that's cool. Who the hell are you? An old factory. And was Jerusalem builded here upon these dark satanic mills? Yes, lots of books. I beg your pardon, sir, if I've startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? What are you doing here, sitting in the dark? Why, I'm reading these marvelous books. In the dark, but how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page, the words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness.
Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh goodness, no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone. Not since I found it here. I am just a guest. An explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He is red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? Can you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Ah, yes, I recall him looking at unexplored places of the Empire. An excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I am not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Excuse the interruption. Pardon the interruption, sir. I will leave you to your reading. Alright. Where was that? It was probably just they're books. RB books. The Great God Pan by Arthur Machen. Okay. Well, that was the name of this bookshop. This is Pan. I wonder if this is a Pan's Labyrinth reference. Pan's Labyrinth is a movie. I hear a woman's voice singing in the distance. It sounds as if she's singing a lullaby. Why is it that stuff like this is so freaky? This is actually a really spooky episode. Unexplored page has been marked. The place of the eternal fog, also known as Jaila. It is a unique bay in the east of Belshwa, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Alright. Eternal fog. Got it. Of a coffin logo was burst from the inside. Parallels with Devitt, anyone? Thematic shit? Remains of a coffin. On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Jaila. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies the song title, The Search for Simurgh. The window is shrouded with a thick layer of dust. Not even a glimmer of light shines through. Something caught in the branches appears to be a page torn from the book below. Let's see. How do I get that? Wait, so there's a page of the book in the wall? That's a massive dead tree. How could it have formed here inside this building without sunlight? Because magic, or something like that. I think I have to get the tree to get the page. Down I go. Must delve into the belly of the beast. Confront that which terrifies me. Ah, Jesus, I'm actually really freaked out right now. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling, I hear them gnawing. Rats! Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They start becoming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. So I honestly don't understand people who are afraid of rats. Oh, right. I mean, I'm afraid of these rats because they're actually dangerous. I mean, actually, I was talking with someone about phobias, and I'm a total arachnophobe. Dead roots of a once great tree filled the cavernous sewer. A strange weak moss covered surface, and there was a great crack along its length. Should I have used the violin on it? I knew it! Ah. So this is the lady. She, came out and became a tree, I guess. The violin has disappeared amongst the roots, as if swallowed up The trunk seems to be expanding. Hopefully we can get that book. That noise came from above. So there's something over here. Oh yeah, that's the way I came. So yeah, I was talking about the guy with phobias, and I was like, fall asleep. So I was saying, do not fall asleep. Anyway, I was talking about phobias, and he was like, and I was like, I don't understand. You know, I was like, I'm afraid of spiders. And he was basically the conversation too. I'm afraid of spiders. I don't understand why anyone would be afraid of spiders. Oh, and he's like, oh, I'm afraid of rats. And I'm like, I don't understand why anyone would be afraid of rats. It's almost like phobias are illogical, but should also be considered, because whoever said the human race was logical? But they are not the hell your whales. Like and subscribe if you got that reference. I don't recognize the species plants belong to. I mean, yeah, the tree has grown. Oh yeah, didn't you see that downstairs? Some of the branches crashed through the window and onto the street. What the? Well, the remaining fragment evidence on the search for Simmerg. Light. Alright, let's go out and see what it did to the thing, the blah, 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 blah. Oh man, that bird. That bird eye jump scare was woo. Damn it, keep reading. This guy like the. Is this what happens to the guy from that Twilight Zone episode? Where the apocalypse happens and he finally has all the time in the world to read, and then he breaks his glasses. Anyway. Let's see here. So there's no light, and the house is broken. So the tree grew, but what did that do? Let's see. Run, you pigeons, it's Robert Frost. Like and subscribe if you got that reference to a game I really want to play on the show. Oh, it's probably out here. No? Back here? Where'd that tree go? Also, hey lady. Up here? I don't know. Oh, there we go. So where did the tree grow to? So that was where it was, back here somewhere. Whee! I think they actually added a 16:9 aspect ratio. Mea culpa. Yeah. And strange viscosity is subtly pulsing. Paper sheet carrying the branches now within my reach. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost with the birds they wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by need. They found their science, silenced their quest of sleep. And there's the spooky ass guy. Yeah, it does kind of seem like he's following you, and whoa, there was a lot of light in there. Oh, from the lamp. And by then it was blinding! Second main reference. I don't even really like The Dark Knight Rises all that much. It was it felt so bloated. It's like 10 minutes longer than
if I said The Dark Knight, I meant Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises is like 10 minutes longer than The Dark Knight, and it feels like an hour longer because The Dark Knight is so perfectly paced. That being said, I do like Bane, and I actually, one of my professors just gave me a DVD set of The Dark Knight Rises, and that was fun. And I watched some, I watched some of the special features because I love those, and one of the guys was talking about Tom Hardy's voice for Bane, and he was like, yeah, it sounds weird at first, but you can't imagine anyone else having it after a while. And I was like, yeah, they're totally right. Like, it's super, it's hard to get used to, or you have to get used to it. I shouldn't say it's hard to get used to, but once you get used to it, once you get used to it, his voice is very, you can understand it. His voice is, it fits the character, is what I'm saying. Also, I love that the guy who plays Littlefinger on Game of Thrones is a CIA operative. That checks out. Okay, apparently the Great God Pan book was one of 5 other books that are inspirations for the Last Door. I'll leave you to discover those on your own, though, or just look at the walkthrough like I did, like a freaking normal gamer. I love it. I've been trying to keep this under the time of the last video, and that's when I'm doing the walkthrough, and even then I've been going on for a fairly decent amount of time. Alright. Walk through the far into the correct sound, the clear in the background into the next area. Alright, I'm going to turn the sound up. I want to make sure I hear them. Sounds like a gust of wind to me. There's some crows. Moses supposes his crows are still. I don't know what I'm doing here. Ocean. So are those cicadas? I should know what cicadas sound like. I was in Ohio for the cicada hatching recently, which is interesting. I actually don't remember it very much. It didn't really actually stand out to me, so the oceans we're listening for. Here we go. And then dead silence. They actually do have some clever stuff here. Like you actually have to listen. That's not dead silence. What? Oh, never mind. I thought it sent me back to the beginning for a sec, but then I got the achievement. So that's good. I should do, for like, if I ever, in the very unlikely chance I ever reach like 100,000 or a million subscribers, I should do like a charity stream. Oh wow. I should do like a charity stream where I just 100%, you know, get all the remaining achievements on all the last door, get stuff in one sitting. Take it, please. I'm gonna give him the lamp. Aww. Parchment. Parchment. No! I'm gonna give it to him. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, 4 witnesses. I kind of like, you know, obviously there's a lot of metaphorical stuff and stuff. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not. And so, I mean, obviously we know David is one of the 4 witnesses. And the other was Father Ernesto or whatever. I see, there's actually some creative stuff with the point clicks thing in here. Which I really like. I like this shot. Well, I don't remember if they actually do anything with it. I actually wonder why they did this. Theater. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexandra. What is all this about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? True science, true philosophy, or true religion? Interesting. Well, true religion. No, that was a true earnest thought. His curiosity led him to doubt, a doubt that challenged his faith. Once apostate, he was overwhelmed by guilt. Oh, I should have done true science. Oh, well. Indeed, it was a thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone. Until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in that boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. This is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Oh yeah, these mofos are important. I think especially in the second game, in the second season. Oh Jesus! This belongs to you. No, I don't want this. I don't want to be part of your creepy bird death cult. Gotta pick it up. The last door. So yeah, this whole thing is. Dearest Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this, then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address. Good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a such unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient DeWitt is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend Johann Kaufmann. So yeah, that was episode 3. Next time, we are going to finish season 1. So tune in tomorrow. By the time you are watching this, I don't know when I'm going to be able to record episode, the whole episode 2. But shouldn't be a problem for you. I also really need to start just expecting these things to take an hour and a half. Yeah. So, goodbye, most esteemed viewers, and continue to enjoy this, the most powerful and spooky and dangerous season of all. And watch out for the Christian mom groups. Also, I should turn this down. Oh yeah, do all the YouTube things, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. You wanna just have easy access to the next video when it comes out. Special thanks to all these people for bringing The Last Door to us. Please buy this game and play it. Maybe you can before I finish the series, because I really want season 3. I know why they didn't do it, but I really want these games to be sudden, like, hits, and I want season 3 of this game. Anyway, I still got 2 more seasons. I still got the end of season 1 and all of season 2 to go through. So, until next time.